Okay, now this is another Ubuntu. This is not my control node. This is my, see it up here, my Ubuntu One device. I want to be able to manage this using Ansible. Now, one of the things I said before in a previous video is that I don't need to install an Ansible client software package. However, I do need a way to connect to it. And Ubuntu, by default, does not install the OpenSSH server. Now, some Linux distributions will. This one, I just did a default install and it does not. So I need to be able to install the Ubuntu or the OpenSSH server, which means I needed to be able to get it to the internet. So again, I dual homed my devices, and I did this with both of my Ubuntu 1 and my Ubuntu 2. And I have one connection to the internal switch. I have one to, in Hyper-V, it's the default switch, which does NAT out because my host or my control node, I need to have an external switch so I can get out and manage other devices on the network. This doesn't. I just need this for the internet access. So again, I'm going to do this at command prompt or at the terminal. So I'm going to right click on terminal and pin to dash. And then I'm going to open my terminal and I'm going to do a sudo apt update. And remember, always best practice to do an update of your apt cache before you install software. That way you know you're getting the current version of software. In fact, sometimes I will go to install something that I know is there, but it won't upgrade or update or install for me. There we go, got the right word. It won't install for me because the cache is out of date and some things have moved. Now, this tells me that I have 153 packages that can be upgraded. That's great. I have not run updates on this. So before I do my new software, again, best practice, update your cache, and then I'm going to go ahead and apt upgrade to upgrade all of my existing software. Yes, I want to continue. Now, this is going to take a little while. So I'm going to go ahead and pause the video so you don't have to sit here and watch this. And when it gets done with all of its updating, then I'm going to come back and we're going to install the OpenSSH server. Okay, so our upgrade is finished, which means we've updated our app cache and our software is all up to date. So now I'm going to install the new application that I want, which is the OpenSSH server. So it's going to be sudo, I forgot the apt part, apt install OpenSSH-server. And yes, I want to install it. So this will run through. Now, the SSH client is installed by default. The SSH server is not. So this should bring it up. So now I'm going to test it. And so I'm going to do SSH. Now, from an Ubuntu system, this is going to work for a lot of systems, by the way. So it's SSH, the user you're going to connect as, and or at the system you're going to connect to. And I'm going to just do localhost to make sure that SSH is actually functioning on my system. Now, it should come up with this. The identity of host localhost cannot be established. Do we want to trust this connection? All right, that's fine. I actually don't want to establish the connection, so I'm going to hit Control-C. But what this right here tells me is that SSH actually responded. And I said, yes, here I am. Let's talk. So that's what I need. That indicates to me that SSH has been installed and we are ready to manage this from our Ansible system or Ansible control node.